My parents always called me the dumb one, while my sister got a full scholarship to Harvard. On her graduation day, Dad announced she'd inherit it all. Can you imagine being publicly humiliated by your own family? Called a failure in front of 200 people? Then handed a document to sign away your last shred of dignity? That's what happened to me. Until a stranger uttered 5 words that shattered their perfect facade and changed my life forever. For 15 years, my name was Grace Anderson, and to my family, I was the biggest disappointment. While my sister, Isabella, was collecting Harvard degrees and 6-figure job offers, I was teaching finger painting to 5-year-olds. Just last week, at her graduation party, my parents stood before 200 guests and gifted her the keys to a brand new Tesla and a $13 million Manhattan penthouse. They beamed, calling her the only success story of the family. I stood in the back, invisible as always, until a quiet man in a charcoal suit approached me. "Your grandfather knew the truth," he whispered. What happened next left my entire family utterly speechless. Our family penthouse overlooked Central Park from the 68th floor. Every morning, I'd watch my parents sip coffee from Waterford Crystal, planning Isabella's future from a $50,000 walnut dining table. The real money above the fireplace? That cost more than I'd make in 20 lifetimes as a public school art teacher. My studio apartment in Queens, meanwhile, had water stains on the ceiling and a radiator that clanged like a ghost with anger issues. While Isabella carried designer bags that cost more than my annual rent, I hauled art supplies in a canvas tote I'd painted myself in college. The contrast wasn't subtle, and my parents made sure everyone knew it. "Grace teaches at Peace 47, my mother would tell her friends at the country club, her voice dropping like she was confessing a family crime. Isabella just made law review at Harvard. The comparisons always came in pairs, like salt and pepper, except one was Himalayan pink salt, and the other was just dirt. But here's what they didn't know. I loved my job. Every morning, 23 second graders would run to hug me, their faces lighting up when they saw the art supplies I'd bought with my own money. Their parents, immigrants, single mothers, fathers working 3 jobs, would thank me with tears in their eyes when their children brought home paintings that made them feel seen. My parents never asked about my work. They never knew about the awards lining my desk drawer, or the letters from parents saying I'd changed their children's lives. To them, success meant stock portfolios and summer houses in the Hamptons. I still went to every family dinner, every celebration. Not for them. For my grandfather, who died 10 years ago. He was the only one who'd ever looked at me and said, "Grace, you're going to change the world. Just not the way they expect." I had no idea how right he was. Isabella graduated summa cum laude from Harvard Law last week. The dean himself shook her hand. Full story video added in below.